Hello everyone. We'll just wait for a few people to join before we start. There we go. Okay, so hi guys, my name's Lisa and I'm studying law at Queen's, and I'm delighted today to be joined by Jenny McAuley.
Jenny McAuley.
Yes, that's right. I don't want to butcher your name. From the Careers Department at Queen's, to find out about how to search and find work experience opportunity using MyFuture careers management system. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on the chat and we'll pick them up at the end. So, Jenny, how can I find work experience opportunities during my time here at Queen's?
Perfectly. So that is a great question, and the good news for everybody listening today is they've taken a great first step. So one of the places that is a really good opportunity to find work experience is actually our social media channels. So all of you who are in our Instagram today at QB Careers, and of course our other channels, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter, we post a lot about work experience, especially on a Wednesday. We have a jobs reel that's dedicated to those voluntary, casual and part-time roles. Also, obviously, I work for Careers Employability and Skills at Queen's, and the website qb.co.uk it has lots of information about work experience opportunities. But today what I would really like to focus on is MyFuture, which is a careers management system for Queen's, and I would like to really talk to our students about how they can use that and make the most of it to find those opportunities.
Brilliant. So how exactly can I use MyFuture to find these work experience opportunities?
Okay, so Lisa, the first question I'm just going to ask back to you, have you logged into MyFuture and used it?
I actually have this. It came to work in the SGC, so yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well that's great news. So some of you may have used MyFuture already, some of you may not. That's okay, but what we want to do today is raise that awareness. So MyFuture is a careers management system. All Queen students have access to it. Again, you can just search that. I'll give you the URL and everything at the end. And you log in with your Queen's credentials. The MyFuture Careers Management System does lots and lots of things for you, Lisa, as I'm sure you know. You've applied for your job through this. You can also book onto events and activities. You can book a careers consultation. You can find out about Degree Plus pathways. You can access VMOC, which allows you to have your CV checked. So lots to do there. But again, what I want to focus on today is that jobs board. So MyFuture is exclusive to Queen students and also those who've just graduated, and we have lots and lots of employers who come on there on a daily basis and post all sorts of jobs. So there are graduate roles, but there are work experience opportunities as well. So the first thing you do is you log on to MyFuture, qub.ac.uk/MyFuture. You can also access it from our website, and there's information about how to use it and things like that. Once you've got to the login page, you don't need to create an account, you just log in with your Queen's credentials, and then you can navigate to the menu where there's a section for jobs. It literally could not be easier.
Yeah, no, it sounds like an amazing opportunity, so definitely something to use. And what sort of jobs can we find on MyFuture?
Okay, so the first thing that's really exciting about MyFuture is a little bit like that movie that you watched, and it comes up and says, you watch this movie, you might like this one. Okay, so we're all used to that these days. So on MyFuture, the more you use it, the more intelligent it becomes to your needs. So if you go on to the job search, the first thing you'll see is, because you viewed this job, these ones might be interesting to you, okay? It will also pull out jobs that other people who are studying the same thing as you are looking at.
Which will definitely be useful.
Really useful, of course. Then you'll see the jobs that have been recently added, jobs that are trending. So there's jobs that lots of people are looking at.
Brilliant.
And also jobs that are just about to expire. So all of that is on the page as soon as you go on, which is fantastic. However, then there's a filter, so you can search for lots of types of jobs. Now the filter allows you to filter by graduate roles, but then also by those work experience opportunities. So there's placement, year-long placement, internships, short insight opportunities, employability development opportunities, voluntary work, all sorts of things like that. So there are lots and lots of jobs, lots of filters to help you find the right one.
Brilliant, yeah. Okay, and how can I set up alerts for any of these opportunities coming our way?
Okay, Lisa, so that is a really, really good question. So the MyFuture system, once you've done that search with the filters that I talked about, you can set an alert. So say, for example, I'm looking for a part-time job in the voluntary sector, okay?
Definitely.
I can set that filter, and then if you move across to the right-hand side of your screen, you can see an opportunity to set up an alert. So what you do is you go in and it sets up an alert for you, and you can tailor it to come to you as often or as less frequently if you like. So for example, you could set that alert to come to you every week because you really want that part-time role, and you'll get that filtered through to your email. All of the jobs that have been added since you last looked, they will come to you by email, and the good news is you can set up as many alerts as you want. So say, for example, you're a second year accountancy student looking for a part-time role, you can set up that alert I talked about, but also maybe you could set up an alert to come to you once a month with graduate roles in accountancy, because you can filter by work sector as well and lots of other filters. So then maybe you could set that less frequently, for example, every month. So then, as well as that kind of more regular search for a part-time job, you can also keep an eye on the graduate roles.
That sounds so useful, especially when student life can get so busy, you kind of forget, and you really want to be developing those skills. So how can we apply for jobs on MyFuture?
Okay, so on MyFuture, once you find that job by using all these useful tools I've given you. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry guys, we're back with a little bit of a poor connection there. So Lisa and I are just going to move here. Do you know what, Lisa, we'll go over to this sofa. This is what happens in live sessions. So we are back. So Lisa, I think we were talking about, applying for those roles. So what we were saying is, once you've found that role, you can look and find all of the things that you would expect to find. So your candidate criteria, your location, your salary, all of those things. Then you'll see a big apply button. Now there's a couple of different ways the employers will use that application. So either you can apply, it'll take you to their external website and you can go directly to that application process, or some of the jobs you will be able to apply through MyFuture. It prompts you to add your CV and cover letter. So I know in the last session we had a question about a cover letter, so you can add your CV, upload your cover letter, and then attach that to the application, and actually those documents remain there as well, so you can use them again, although I think the people in the career service would be encouraging you to tailor your cover letter and CV, but the application process is really, really simple.
Brilliant. And what specific job tools are there for international students?
Okay, so really good question again. Obviously, we have added some tools to help international students. So in those filters that I talked about, you can actually add a filter to look at employers that are willing to take students on with a work visa. So that's a really good filter that you can add in. Also, when you go to the jobs menu, you'll see a couple of other options. So there's the search for jobs option, but there's also an option for student circus, which is UK jobs for international students. So if you click on that, that takes you directly through with our login to that resource, which has lots of jobs for international students. So that filter with the employers, and then the additional menu item of jobs for international students.
Excellent. That sounds like a really useful tool. And how do I access work opportunities abroad?
Okay, so again, we have, if you go onto MyFuture and you go onto that jobs menu, you'll see another menu item. That menu item is for work abroad opportunities, and that takes you directly to our Going Global Find Jobs Abroad. Do access this through MyFuture, because once you get into this resource, if you start looking for jobs again, it will remember your personalizations and things. So don't just Google back and go into it. Make sure you enter that resource through MyFuture, because we have a relationship that actually then all of your personalizations are part of that. So lots of great tools in that jobs menu. So all you need to do is log into MyFuture, navigate the jobs menu, and all of these resources are available.
It's more tailored to you.
For sure.
Sounds amazing. And what other tools and resources can I access through the career service at Queen's to help my job search?
Okay, so again, you know, MyFuture, your careers management tool, is just fantastic. And as I said at the beginning, our social media channels will bring all of those jobs and highlights to you. So our Wednesday we have the part-time jobs reel, and Friday we've graduate opportunities reel. On a Monday as well, you can watch a video with our events and activities. And actually a lot of those events and activities allow you to meet and network with employers, which opens up some opportunities potentially as well, or at least a little bit of an insight into those companies. So get on the social media at QB Careers, get onto MyFuture. Also look out in your mailbox as well, because you will get careers consultants newsletters. So the careers consultant that's linked to your school sends out a newsletter, and jobs will filter through from that. There's also a jobs board that's specifically about work experience opportunities that can be accessed, and also our website has masses of resources. You can look at how you develop your employability skills, how you you know, how you really refine different skills for the recruitment process. And also, if you want to access through MyFuture a careers consultation, you can get a little bit of guidance there as well. So lots and lots of things. Careers, employability and skills at queensqb.ac.uk/careers, and you'll be able to find all of this information from there.
Thank you so much, Jenny. You've given us a wide range of tools and resources to go look at, I'm sure, for work experience opportunities. Does anyone have any questions for Jenny that related to work experience opportunities? Feel free to comment.
That's great, Lisa. Obviously we've explained everything so well, and lots of people are waving at us, so we'll just give a little wave back. And thank you so much for your patience with the network issues.
Yep, brilliant. Thank you so much. And I think that's the end of this live. Oh, thank you. Brilliant. Okay, bye.